podcast with our host, Tom Quigley of ClaimLinx. And Tom, you're not in Kansas anymore, are you?
Yeah, I flew over the pond. I'm in Scotland.
Yep. And you're enjoying yourself in Scotland, but you still wanted to do a podcast with me.
I figured it was the thing to do.
Exactly.
It's 8:30 here at night.
There's not much to do after. Yeah, exactly.
You golf all day. You get a little tired because you're walking. Like I walked 9 miles, 10 miles today, whatever it was. Good times.
What did you think of Happy Gilmore too?
It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be.
I thought it was pretty good for a second, especially.
Yeah, for so many years apart, it's one of the better ones. Yeah.
Definitely. And I forgot that the love interest was the girl from Modern Family. I didn't recognize her the first time. Yeah. But she was younger because she looked different. Yeah, okay. So our topic today, premium pain. Why health insurance costs are rising and how businesses can fight back. All right, so let's talk about why are we seeing a rise in premiums? Is like the big news in healthcare right now.
They blame all kinds of factors, medical technology, new stuff, new pills, new everything. But it boils down to is most of the health insurance carriers are stock companies. They got to show a profit. They blame everything, but the reality is they're ripping you off.
And you think it's because of inflation still where it is and they're trying to make up their costs by just putting it onto the consumer?
No, what the reality is they have a good scam going and they're taking advantage of the consumer's lack of knowledge.
When you see this rise in premiums, how does that impact small and medium-sized businesses?
They're smart. They finally have figured out they have to do something different. The current way doesn't work. So you got to do something different. You got to actually think and go, the way we do this makes no sense. Rates go up 10, 20% every year, and some years even more. And now we pay more and more when we go to the doctor and the pharmacy. Maybe this system, the way we're doing it, doesn't make any sense. The light bulb goes on and you go.
And people say ding, ding, ding back. Wow.
Just laugh. It's not my problem. It's theirs. I don't have a problem. I know the system.
What do small, medium-sized businesses do when they have increase in premiums and they don't do anything? What do they have to do to their bottom line?
They raise their deductibles and they make the employees pay more.
And that doesn't satisfy the employees, or they have to lay people off. Worst case scenario.
Now, the employees have to get a clue. They have to realize that Susie, the HR director, might not be the best person making calls here. Maybe Jimmy, the CFO, might make a little more sense. Or better yet, the president of the company.
And what types of, what are some common mistakes businesses make because premiums are increasing?
They raise the deductibles. They increase the contributions by the employees. They prevent dependents from being on the health plan or putting in stupid rules stating that if their spouse works elsewhere, they can't be on your plan and all this other stuff that just makes the employees more and more upset. Cut back on other benefits so we can't afford to have our disability plan or our dental plan anymore. You know, those kind of things. Everything's a loser.
And if there's not good employee morale, what happens to your company?
You have people sitting by the coffee machine bitching about life, and you got people you got to lay off because you can't afford to pay them anymore. It's a death spiral.
So what does ClaimLinx do to combat rising premiums?
Teach common sense. Show them that, hey, there's tax breaks you're missing, and there's ways you should be buying this to prevent rate increases. Maybe you ought to listen.
And when we talk about specifically enough what ClaimLinx does, what's the first thing you're going to do if you see that the company's paying too much on premiums?
Let me see your current health insurance carrier's lowest cost option with the same network you're buying.
Seems pretty simple. Why do people not do this, Tom?
We call our solution the simple option solution. Why?
Yeah.
No, you have to ask the owners why they allow their office managers and HR directors to make decisions on their second or third biggest expense.
Because they're not going to profit as well as a company without making these changes.
Again, not my problem. It's their company. If they want to throw away thousands of dollars and millions collectively to insurance carriers because they're stock companies and they got to please their stockholders, that's their choice.
Do you think that
listen and be smart?
Yeah,
I'm here.
Do you think premiums are going to keep rising more and more?
I would think they would have to stop at some point, but as long as you have corrupt departments of insurance working on premium tax and insurance companies who are working for their stockholders and insurance agents who get rewards the more you pay, unless you wake up, I'd unfortunately have to answer that Yes, if they continue down the same path.
And that same path is not going to be a good path for sure. And it's going to be expensive.
I had a choice today. There was a way we could go right or left twice on the golf course. And I took the path less traveled, just the famous author talked about. What was that, Frost?
I don't know, Tom.
I think it was.
All right. And so the best place people can go is ClaimLinx.com. And then they could see their employees' premiums decrease and
their benefits improve. Keyword.
That's the thing is why. And that's the ClaimLinx way.
I can't explain it. All I can tell you is I'm looking for people who are set up and are willing to change. I don't need to hear their sad stories and they don't need to hear mine.
All right. ClaimLinx.com. Thanks, Tom. All right. That's a special simulcast of the Neil Haley Show in the Cutting Edge Benefits Podcast, guys.